Hi everyone, I'm Hong Yi and I'll be talking about my individual assignment. So the first slide is about moral issue at work. Individual A is a senior manager in company Y, authority to determine in assigning work project in his team member. He has the power over who receive the prominent project that may result in bonuses, promotion, and career progress because of this. Even when other team members, including individual C, are more skilled and knowledgeable, individual A always gives his chance to his close friend, individual B, the most significant and prominent assignment. His favoritism is probably motivated more by personal prejudice than by merit, which led to an unfair workplace. Individual B is the primary beneficiary toward individual A. He consistently receives the most prominent tasks even there is an experienced employee. B might not be conscious of the favoritism involved, unaware of the developing dissatisfaction within the team. He may believe that he is being given tasks solely on the basis of merit. If he is aware, he can decide not to speak out against the unfair circumstances, allowing the bias to persist unchallenged. Other team members, particularly C, become dissatisfied of B frequent selection for the significant tasks because they believe their efforts are being disregarded. This may lead to a poisoned workplace where employee confidence in management is damaged. Individual C has higher qualification and more experience compared to individual B. She realized A is biased to B and feels treated unfair, partially has a direct impact on C. Despite having a solid track record and experiencing enthusiasm in spearheading significant projects, she frequently ignored because of A personal prejudice toward B. She feels unfairly treated, demotivated, and devalued as a result. So moving on, after B was chosen for another prominent project despite C's outstanding abilities, her frustration reached a breaking point. She makes up her mind to speak with A personally after noticing the trend of favoritism. During a conversation, C composedly makes her case, outlining her accomplishment and the reason she is good fit for the project. She delicately discussed the problem of prejudice, pointing out how its impact fairness and team spirit. A is first defensive, claiming that B is the most suitable candidate and denies any bias. However, A starts to change his mind once C keeps presenting convincing proof of her work, seeing that his favoritism could be negatively affecting the dynamics and output of the team. She is given the next important assignment when he recognizes her concern. And next, I'll be talking about the relevant virtues and vices. Individual A consistently assigns prominent tasks to his best friend individual B, which are less experienced. This favoritism hinders individual C and other employees' ability to develop in their career. A fosters a culture that devalues ability and hard effort by disregarding C's superior credentials and experience, which frustrated the staff and lower morals. His favoritism undermines leadership credibility, affects workplace justice, and impairs team members' team performance as a whole. B is being deceptive by accepting A bias and perhaps taking advantage of it. Even while B might not be directly blamed for the discrimination, it is dishonest for him to keep receiving it without confronting the injustice. B probably realized that he is getting more opportunity ahead of more competent employee like C, but he chose to abuse his advantage rather than admitting the disparity or resigning. He is able to advance within the organization through favoritism rather than merit because of this covert cooperation, misleading others into thinking that his success is entirely attributed to his skill. B undercut the organization's democratic principle and aids to the unfair dynamic at work by remaining silent. So moving on, C expressed professionalism and respect in her dealing with A. Even though favoritism irritates the others, C managed to politely bring up the matter with A. This could demonstrate a professional strategy for preserving goodwill even the face of disagreement. The favoritism between A and B stands in contrast to see fairness and honesty in addressing favoritism rather than depending on any connection to further on her career. In contrast to the favoritism creating the dispute, her acts demonstrate a dedication to justice fairness rather than using intimate connection to advance. Moving on, this is about analysis. Based on Aristotelian virtue ethics, it indicates the two vices which are vices and excess and deficiency for every virtue. In this case, vices of favoritism and injustice are equivalent to the virtue of justice. Individual A has demonstrates traits of favoritism in this situation, and as you can see in the graph on the right, there are more towards favoritism. Moving on, the vices of crude honesty and insincerity are equivalent to the virtue of honesty. Individual B demonstrates characteristic of deception. And lastly, individual C is confronting the issue to individual A rather than report to HR and may be perceived as friendship. Sincere and well-balanced relationships are reflected in friendship, which represent the ethical middle ground. This could demonstrate a professional method from individual C by maintaining friendship even if the face of controversy. And lastly, we are in the part of recommendation. So company-wide should establish a number of sensible action to guarantee that choices are made on the basis of abilities, performance, and experience rather than interpersonal ties. For project assignment and promotion should first be defined. Decision making must be transparent as explain the rationale behind projects or job allocation, enable staff members to comprehend that decisions are made fairly. Promotion can be made merit based on the regular performance assessment that use standardized measure. Furthermore, establish a secure space for staff members to provide input via open dialogue and or anonymous survey, allow concern of partially to arise without worrying about retaliation. To assist them in making more equitable judgment, manager must be trained in identifying and reducing unconscious prejudice. And yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.